Welcome to the lecture series in computer science. We are seeing a series of lectures in the subject problem solving and Python programming. In today's session, we will be seeing a topic on the operators that are being used in the Python language. The contents of today's session are the operators used in Python and the related examples with respect to the operators that has been used in the Python language, and then we will be seeing what are the coding standards that are to be followed in writing this Python programming language, and then we will wind up the session by seeing the integrated development environment, which is nothing but in short it is called as the IDE. Now let us see what is an operator. Operators are used to perform specific operations on one or more operands or variables, and they provide a result. My dear viewers, what is an operator? What is an operand? Here it is. When you are going to say it as ax plus by equal to c, or in simple x plus y equal to 2. Now this x and y are operands and this is said to be an operator, and when you are going to give it as an equal to 2, which means it is an equation. My dear viewers, what is the difference between an expression and an equation? Expression is nothing but when you are going to give it as x plus y, it is an expression. When you are going to state it as x plus y equal to 2, when you equate it, it becomes an equation. If you are not going to have this equal to part, this only this x plus y means it is an expression. Now let us see the different kinds of operators. As a first operator, we have the assignment operator. What is an assignment operator? I am assigning this, an equal to symbol is said to be an assignment operator. A plus equal to is said to be an assignment operator. Minus equal to is an assignment operator. Slash equal to, which is nothing but divided equal to, is an assignment operator. Modulo equal to, it is an assignment operator. We will see what an modulo is shortly. Then the other type of operators are the arithmetic operators. Day in and day out, starting from your schooling, you would have seen many different arithmetic operators such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Similarly, the same set of operators we call it as an arithmetic operator: plus, minus, star and slash. The multiplication symbol in your generic mathematics, you would have written it as into mark, but over here you are supposed to write it as a star and slash. And then apart from this, we have a modulo operator, we have double slash, which is called as floor division. We will see what a floor division is shortly. And then we have star to represent exponential. Then we have the other operators as the relational operator. So this relational operator, which means when you are going to equate it, when you are going to find the equal symbol, you call it as a relational operator. You relate to something, x equal to 1. If you would have worked with some conditions, if there is a signal, if a equal to 2, then what should I do? So such a case you call it as a relational operator, equal to, and this symbol, an exclamatory mark and an equal, denotes not equal to, and then the greater than symbol is a greater than symbol, less than symbol, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So all these 6 different operators, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, all these 6 operators you call it as a relational operator. Then a logical operator. A logical operator denotes and or and not. If both x and y are true, then it is true. If either x or y is true, if either one is true, then it is true in the case of or. If it is not, if it is a negate, if it is a complement, something like x equal to x dash you would have studied in your 12th standard. So, that is said to be a not operator. So, say for example, if x value is said to be 1, y value is said to be 1, if both x and y are said to be 1, then the answer is 1, which is never true. If either x or y is said to be 0, then the answer is said to be false, which is nothing but 0. If either x or y, if either 1 or 0, then if either true or false, then the answer is said to be true. We will see it in detail shortly with some examples too. Then bitwise operators. Bitwise operators are said to be the ampersand symbol, which is also called as AND symbol, the pipe symbol, which is called as OR symbol, the tilde symbol, which is called as the ampersand symbol, which is called as the AND symbol, the pipe symbol, which is called as OR symbol, the tilde symbol, which is called as NOT, double lesson, shift left side shift, and this is right side shift. So, this is called as bitwise operator. Then in Python, the above assignment operator, arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, you would have seen it in other languages, but in Python exclusively you have two different operators called as the membership operator and the identity operator. Membership operator speaks about in, not in. Identity operator speaks about is not. I repeat, membership operator speaks about in, not in. Identity operator speaks about is not. So, as far as this is very important interview point of view question, as far as examination point of view question, exclusive operators used in Python is said to be the membership operator and the identity operator. So, kindly make a note of it. Then let us see, we have seen in the previous slide, we have seen about this assignment operator, arithmetic operator, relational operator. Now let us see the logical operator in detail. As I said, and, or, and not. And it will be true if both the operands are true. If both x and y are true, the answer is true. Or operator, it will be true if either of the operand is true. If either x is true or if y is true, then the resultant is true. Whereas in the above case, AND operator, when you use an AND operator, both x and y should be true. Whereas in this second case, either of the operator, either x or y can be true, then the answer will be true. Then as far as not is concerned, as I said, it is a negate operator, it is a complement of the operand, which is nothing but it will be true if the operand is false. My dear viewers, kindly make a note of it. As far as not is concerned, it will be true if the operand is false. It complements the operand, which means when you say it is not x, then it becomes true. So, these three are said to be the logical operators. Let us see about the membership operator. An exclusive operator that has been used in the Python language is said to be the membership operator. As you know, we have seen how to go in with small codings. We saw in the earlier lectures, in the earlier episodes, about small snippets of codes. So, this Python ideally it will have a white background with 3 greater than symbol. Here you type something, right? My example over here given over here is x equal to 5, 6, 2, 1. I am going to check whether a number is available within this list. What is it called as? A list. A list is a data structure, and here it is been enclosed with the parenthesis, with the square bracket, So the braces will be of square bracket. So to check whether a number is available within the list, we use an operator called as membership operator. So if I am going to give whether 6 in x, I have given it as x. X is a variable which holds a list of values, and that list holds some values 5, 6, 2, 1, and I am going to check whether the number 6 is available in this particular list. Yes, it is available, 6 is available. So it will print true. As you could see over here, it will print true. If I am going to say 5 not in x, it will be checking 5 is there in x. X is a list which holds the number 5, 6, 2, 1. So 5 is there in the list. So if I am going to say it as 5 not in x, which is nothing but it is false. It is available. So if I am going to say 5 is not in x, it says false. When will it become true? Supposing if I am going to say 4 not in x, in that case, yes, the number 4 is not in x, so which means it becomes true. If it is there and if you say it is not in x, then it becomes false. This is a membership operator. It is very important as far as examination point of view is concerned. It is used exclusively in this Python language. Then as we could see here, this operator in, the meaning is true if value or variable is found in the sequence. 5 in x example. Not in, true if the value or variable is not found in the sequence. 5 not in x. So then the next operator, next to one other exclusive operator is to be the identity operator. As far as this identity operator is concerned, identity operators are used to check if two values or variables are located on the same part of the memory. For example, if I am going to say, my dear viewers, the difference between membership operator and identity operator is, it will check whether it is located on the same part of the memory. For example, if I am going to give it as x equal to 5, y equal to 5, and if I am going to say it as print x1 is not y1, which means x1 is not y1, which is nothing but it is false. So this is the output that has been printed. I have given it as command, this is the output that has been printed, and then as far as this print x2 is y2, here in x2 we have given it as hello, in y2 we have given it as hello. So whether both, this is a string, it is a string data type, whereas this 5, it is an integer data type. So whether both the strings are equal, whether both the strings are one and the same, yes it is. So hence the result, when x2 print x2 is y2, we get the answer as true. This is again one other output. So these two operators are exclusively used in Python, hence it is pretty important. One is membership operator, other is identity operator, apart from the all other operators. Now let us see, and as far as this bitwise operator is concerned, we saw about the bitwise operator. Bitwise operator is also similar to this logical operator, but here in bitwise operator they work with the binary numbers. As far as the binary number is concerned, supposing if I am going to say it as the decimal number 2, the equivalent binary number is said to be 0010. If the decimal number is 4, the equivalent binary number will be 0100. My dear viewers, how do I write a binary number? I will give you a simple clue, a simple solution to write any binary number, because it is you need to memorize something on the binary numbers, but I will give you a very easy example so that you can write the binary number at ease. Say for example, if you are going to give it as 8421, it is called as 8421 code. If my number is said to be 2, for 2 I want to find the binary equivalent. Here, where is this 2? Here you have the 2. So, place a 1 over here and write all other places, make 0. So, the equivalent of 2 is 100. If I am going to say it as 4, in the place of 4 you make it as 1. In all other places write it as 0. So, the equivalent of 4 will be 100. In the case of 5, what will happen? It is 4 plus 1 is 5. So, in the place of 4 make it as 1, and in the place of 1 make it as 1, all other places make it as 0. So, it becomes 1 or 1. So, this is where we work with the bitwise operator, not with respect to logical operator. With respect to bitwise operator, it works based on the binary values. So, next kind of operator, we have seen these many operators. Now, let us see the built-in functions that are available. In Python, my dear viewers, as far as the other languages are concerned, you need to write small code snippets, small functions, small procedures for finding out any particular, for getting any particular value. But as far as the Python programming language is concerned, here for anything and everything, for almost all the things, we have several built-in functions available. We will see a few built-in functions. One is max of 3, 4, which will determine the maximum value. If you are going to say it as max of a, b of some values, here what is the maximum value? It will return 4. 4 will be the maximum value. If I am going to say it as min of 3, 4, what is the minimum value? 3 is the minimum value. So, it will return 3. If I am going to give len of hello, this will give the length of a string, the overall length of a string. So, how many characters this particular string has, how many letters this particular string has. So, this particular string has 5 letters. So, it will return 5. Range of 2, 8, 1. What does it mean? The minimum range is said to be 2, the maximum range is said to be 8, and it should increment in terms of 1. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will not be printing 8. So, this is said to be their range, returns the range of given values. If I am going to give it as round of 7.8, it will give the result as 8, because round of 7.8 is 8. Then float of 5, float determines the decimal value. So, it will return the value as 5.0. Int of 5.0, int determines the integer value. So, it will return the value as 5. Power of 3, 5, what does it mean? It will calculate 3 power 5. What is 3 power 5? It is 243. Answer is 243. So, this is how the built-in functions in Python works. You just type in key in the built-in function and give the values, you get the result instantly. There is no need of doing a full-fledged coding, and that is the reason in the features of Python we saw it as it is 10 times smaller than the C++ code and 3 to 5 times smaller than the Java code. Then now let us start Pythoning as usual. Let us assume 2 values for 2 different variables, x equal to 2, y equal to 5. Now, we have seen many different operators. What type of operator it is? Yes, my dear viewers, it is assignment operator. X plus equal to y, what does it mean? Which means it is x equal to x plus y. What is the value of x? X is 2, y is 5. So 2 plus 5 will become, you can write it like this, x equal to x plus y, or in a single statement you can write it as x plus equal to y. So 2 plus 5 will become 7. Now y plus equal to y, what happens over here? Y equal to y plus y. My dear viewers, kindly make a note, Python is case sensitive. This y equal to y plus y is different from this y equal to y plus y. This is different and this is different. Over here in the question it is y plus equal to y. So y equal to y plus y. So it is 5 plus 5, answer will be 10. X plus equal to 2. What is the value of x over here? It is 2. So when it is 2, then x plus equal to 2 becomes 4, and y minus equal to, so here x value will become 4 and y minus equal to x. What is y? Y is 5. 5 minus 4, which is nothing but, this is nothing but, it is written as y equal to y minus x. So 5 minus 4, which is nothing but, when you are going to print y, it prints the result as 1. My dear viewers, if you are going to type it, if you are going to give it as x equal to y equal to 5 and then type like this, you get the result. But when you do many computations at the forefront, then you get a different answer. Now y plus equal to 1. What is the value of y here? It is 5. Y equal to, which is nothing but y equal to y plus 1. Then it becomes 5 plus 1 is 6. Y by equal to 6. What does it mean? Y equal to y by x, which is nothing but 6 by 2. What is 6 by 2? It is 3. So the answer of print y, answer of y is 3. Now let us assume, as you have seen in the previous episodes, only in Python language, exclusively in Python language, we can have the multiple variables can be assigned in a single statement. Multiple assignments are possible in a single statement. In all other languages, you would have written it as a equal to 3, b equal to a string called gan, c equal to a boolean variable. This is a boolean variable, right? Boolean variable called true. Whereas in Python, all these three statements can be combined together and can be written like this. This is the speciality of Python language. Print a comma b comma c. What does it print? It prints 3 gan true. Why is it not printing as GAN as capital, AN as capital? Because as I said, it is case sensitive and it is a string. Whatever string input you are given, the same input will be printed as an output. So this is how, this is speciality of a Python language. Now let us see, I need the output as 8. Here which statement is correct? When we discussed in the initial slide about the operators, I said one is an exponential operator. Which operator it is? Yes, it is correct. As far as the exponentiation is concerned, we are supposed to write it as star star and not as the cap symbol as you do it in the other languages. Whereas in Python, we are supposed to write it as 2 star star 3, which denotes 2 power 3. What is 2 cube? 2 cube is 8. So we get the result as 8. So this is said to be the correct answer and all other things are said to be the wrong answers. Only this is said to be the correct answer, 2 star star 3. My dear viewers, have you noticed this? You need to give spacing between any two operators. There should be spacing. Even in the previous slide, you had spacings. So spacing is a coding standard. You are supposed to give spacings when and where required, and it determines as a whole it gives you a better clarity in viewing. Now, let us see about floor division and about the modulo. Floor division, what is a floor division? The division of operands where the result is the quotient in which the digits after the decimal points are removed. After the decimal points are removed. What does it mean? In my case, I have taken the num equal to 24. I am going to calculate num 1 equal to num by 6. What does it mean? What is 24 by 6? We get the result as 4. Now, num equal to num double slash 6. What does it mean? Again, it will give you, it will take only the quotient, not the remainder. So, it is again 4. If I am going to give it as num equal to num double slash 6.0, this type of division is called as floor division. 24 by 6.0, which is again 4, but that is wrong. It should be written as 4.0. Why? Because in the denominator part we have written it as 6.0. So, the result part will also be having 4.0. Now, we are printing num 1, num 2, num 3. Num 1 result is 4, num 2 result is 4, num 3 result is 4.0. This is how we work out as far as Python is concerned. Now, let us calculate. Let us do a small code snippet. Here, we have an estimated distance of 180. Say for example, you have a car and your car runs at a speed of 180 kilometers per hour and you cover it at 30 minutes. The time taken for coverage is 30. Now, you are supposed to calculate the speed of the car. How is the speed calculated? The speed is calculated based on the formula called as distance by time. Now, the distance is 180, time is 30. So, what is set? 180 by 30. How do you calculate? It is 6, right? It is 6. So, when you are going to print the speed, it is 6. Now, my dear viewers, again I have taken the distance as 160. I am calculating the speed. What is the speed now? Many people do mistake over here. Many people intend to calculate the speed again, but I am not calculating the speed again over here because this speed has been printed over here. The distance has been taken, but the speed it is 6 only. It is 6 only because I am not calculating again and again. Then next is about the BODMAS rule. It is to state the output. What will be the output of this? 7 plus 6 mod, that is it is a floor division, 2 percentage 2 modulo 4 into 9 minus 5 into 2, which is nothing but you would have seen the BODMAS rule, brackets of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So, when you calculate this, I give it to you as an assignment. When you calculate this, you will be getting the result as 55, the answer as 55, because the multiplication, division, multiplication, modulo, everything has the same precedence level. Parenthesis or the brackets, braces is first highest priority, then is exponential, then multiplication, division, modulo has the same precedence level, addition, subtraction has the same precedence level. So, when you make a calculation, it becomes, you get the answer as 55. Now, the other example is x equal to 1, y is less than or equal to 4. So, when you calculate it, all these things, it results in, it returns a value called true. True is a Boolean. You get a Boolean value as true. When you try to work out all these questions, you will end up with a result called true, Boolean value as true. X equal to 1 and y less than or equal to 4 is true. True and x multiplied by 4 equal to y, which is again true. Similarly, the other two things are to be true. Now, Let us see the coding standards that are used in Python. It enhances the readability and clarity of the program. It makes it easy to debug and maintain the program. All the letters in a variable name should be in lowercase. When there are more than 2 words in variable name, underscore can be used between internal words. Use meaningful names for variables. Limit all lines to a maximum of 79 characters. Why? Because the screen size is said to be 80 characters length. So, you limit to 79 characters. Then always surround binary operator with a space on either side. Example, a 1 space, give 1 space, equal to 1 space, a 1 space plus operator space 1. So, a function class should be separated by 2 blank lines. Methods within classes should be separated by single blank line. So, these are the coding standards, and as far as the IDE is concerned, so far we have worked with the IDLE, Integrated Development Language Environment. We have specific IDEs such as PyDev and Eclipse. When you use this, the advantage of using IDE is less time and effort is used in writing codes. It enforces code quality standards. It is used for project management. It can be easily debugged. So, that is the reason of using this integrated development environment, the IDE, for user friendliness. Now, let us summarize this session. We have seen about the different operators that are used in Python with several examples related to the operators. We saw about the coding standards. We saw about the integrated development environment, the IDE, and I gave you 2 different IDE examples. Thank you.